inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything.
I'm muted. So I wasn't saying much. Sorry, guys. I was just saying, I think I'm going to shut this curtain over here really quick. It's kind of making everything a little too bright. But it is beautiful here today. I hope it's beautiful where you guys are. It is like gorgeous. Like, let me tell you. And I want to like point this camera down, but I don't want it to hit the top of the screen. Okay, that's better. That's better. It's really warm in here. Everyone's like, who is this lady? She's wild. She is wild. Well, there's Tom. Where you been, Tom? Hey, Lee. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Kathleen. That was my grandmother's name. I wouldn't think a vegan meal would be good in prison. I'm not seeing it. I don't think so. I don't think it would be. I don't think a vegan meal would be good anywhere, personally. And thanks, Lee, for telling me I was muted. And thank you, Kathy. You're so sweet to me. Well, welcome on in. Hey, PKC. So we're going to read over some documents, but I saw today that Bryan Kohberger's been complaining in jail. Or in prison. Sorry, prison. He's in prison. He ain't in jail. He's in prison. So I thought we'd go over him. You know, I can't read his handwriting, but we're going to try. We're going to try. And then there is some new documents out. There's also a document that just dropped, I think today or last night. Let me tell you, 10 hours ago. That was, it is the complaint that they filed, the Gonzalez family, against Washington State University. So it is 126 pages long. So we'll go over that on one of our other lives. Hey, Linda. Hey, Amy. Yep. Kathy just read my mind. She just read my mind. So I thought we would go over, let me go to the top of this because I was looking at everything before the live. Thought we'd go over a document and then we'll go over the stuff at the jail or prison. Why do I keep saying jail? Damn it. Prison. And there's 4 of them. So yeah, he's been complaining. So, I mean, I don't know what else to tell him. He's in prison. What is he going to, I mean, what do you do, right? What do you do? What do you do? Happy Friday. Is it Friday? Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Look at me over here. I'm like, is it Friday? It's the 9th. I know that, but man, wow, Friday already. Oh, that means tomorrow I'm going to go up. I'm going to try to go up to Columbus. So, for the Tempe case that we're following. I was trying to do 2 things at once. It wasn't working out. Okay. I'm going to put my glasses on. No, I'm not. Actually, yes, I am. They're probably dirty. If they're dirty, I'm not going to worry about it. I literally had Vincent clean these the other night, because I just couldn't clean them. I don't know. I could not get them clean. I think I need to clean my like cleaning rag or whatever it is for it. Like the little duster thing they give you. So welcome in again, everybody. Let me go ahead and, start this off from the beginning. But welcome back to the channel if you are new here. If you're new here, my name is Tanya. This is TitaniumBuilt, the channel. If you're not new here, welcome back for another, live. I appreciate you guys coming in and joining me. So another round of documents came out in the Idaho 4 case, and we kind of have just been diving back into them and just seeing what they're talking about, what they're saying, what they're putting out, what they're not putting out. So they did restrict some things that they're going to be putting out. I don't know how much, and I'm not sure exactly which documents. They may come out and tell us, and I'm going to go back and see if they had already maybe put it in. We just didn't. I overlooked it. But yeah, so we're going to go over some documents and all that stuff today. Hey, True Crime Sushi. I like that name. That's cute. Hey, Tony. I don't know if I said hey to you. He's really bored and really uncomfortable. Yeah. He grew up in the Poconos. It's a pretty nice area, right? And then to go from that to this, yeah, it's no walk in the park. He knew he was going to get caught, didn't he? I guess he didn't. He thought he was going to get caught, so he didn't think he was going to spend a day in prison. Maybe we're just waiting for him to exonerate himself, That's probably it. So on this one, it says things a little bit differently than the last report that we were reading. So the last report we read, it said that Jack DeCour was a subject, not a suspect. So I guess apparently at one point in time, he went from a subject to a suspect. They're always going to look at the victim's relationships and the people closest to them, right? So I don't know exactly what they thought they had or what they didn't have, or, on Jack to make him a suspect, but, yeah, he didn't do it. OJ did. OJ did it all. So it says date evidence accepted, 11/18. It says 11/21. And this is from Dustin Blaker. And the analyst is Tara Martinez. So it just says here, suspect Jack DeCour, subject, Bethany and Dylan, and then the victims' names. And just real quick side note, I was listening to this new, it wasn't that new, but what's her name? Megyn Kelly. And she called Kaylee Casey. And I'm like, and she says Xana's name twice when she was reading off the victims. I'm like, are you okay, lady? You've been covering this case for 3 years and you don't know their names. I was actually in the shower and I had to go back and rewind to make sure I heard it right. I thought I had soap in my ear. So I just feel bad for her family and for her too. No one can pronounce her name. So it says here that it was item 21. These are going to be 21, item 25, 26, 27, 28. And it's digital images for comparison captured at 1122 King Road. So fingerprints. The number 25 is 4 exemplars bearing the name Ethan Chapin, 4 exemplars bearing the name Xana, 4 exemplars for Madison, 4 exemplars for Kaylee. They didn't even spell her last name right. Conclusions is 1 latent print was examined for comparable ridge detail. Latent print L5 is of value for comparison. Latent print L5 is of value for multimodal biometric identification system inquiry. Latent prints of value were analyzed and compared to the known exemplars bearing the names Madison Mogan, Kaylee Gonzalez, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. I don't know why they wrote it like this. They spelled her name, Kaylee's name wrong, and then put Ethan's middle initial. Latent print L5 was entered and searched through MBIS, and that was the multimodal biometric identification system, where no likely candidates were generated. INCE is the table above indicates that the comparison is inconclusive to the available exemplars. The inconclusive result is due to a lack of quality of detail in the known exemplars. So I don't know what NCIE means, but Xana and Ethan are both, and I guess INCE, it says table indicates inconclusive. So that means inconclusive for those two. And then Kaylee and Maddie were excluded. No fingerprints were found to be on file for Jack DeCore, Bethany Funk, and Dylan Mortensen in order to complete the comparison portion of this examination. It is requested that a quality set of fingerprints be submitted. If a suspect is developed by your agency at a later date, a fingerprint card or the appropriate suspect information should be submitted for comparison. The one on New News Nation can't get her name right. I know, it's crazy. Leah, you've been a member for a month. Look at that. Oh, I'm glad you love the channel. I'm really glad that you're here. I really am. I really, really am. Thank you for being a member for a month. And I'm going to gift out some membership sticks. I forgot to yesterday. Hey, CJ or SJ. I don't know why I said CJ. SJ, Sheila. Megan is awful. Yeah. She be screwing it up for everybody. I was just like, really? I wanted to like go through the phone at her. I should have commented. I should have been that person. Should have. So it says here that there are 3 remaining latent prints captured from 1122 King Road, L1, L2, and L6. Additional report to follow. So the disposition of evidence, latent prints were marked and preserved. Digital images used for analysis and or comparison are being retained by ISP Forensic Services. Items 25 through 28, and I believe that's for the victims. Yeah, it is the victims. Are being retained in the laboratory pending further comparison. Digital evidence will not be returned to the submitting agency. I wonder why. Okay, there's nothing there. That was 11/28. This just talks about how, what, like the date that they opened it, when they opened the evidence, when they, break the seal, when they put it back in, and all that kind of stuff. So I just want to make sure we don't miss anything, though. It just says items held in the clear zip top bag. Okay. Tissue paper, type paper, 2 sheets, and a blank piece of construction type paper are present in the envelope. Okay, so yeah. And this is what, I don't know if you guys saw Kaylee's mom's Facebook post, but this is what she was talking about when she said she saw Kaylee's fingerprints. Okay, so the ones that are inconclusive, it says delta side area, not clear, need better recording. Let me see. I think it's the side. I forget, but I want to see. Okay, so the delta is found at or near the center of the 2 type lines, parallel ridges. So I guess the middle. Deltas appear in loops, 1 delta, and whorls, 2 deltas, while arches have none. Okay. Thought I would look that up to see what it meant. Okay. And they're just talking about how they, rolled their fingerprints and stuff like that. Okay, so it says launch remote did not return. Launched a second remote that did not return. Also launched 2 separate remote LI searches to Cali or to Cal DOJ with only 1 recorded or record, designation. 1 and only record designation. Each individual search returned candidate list, both lists verified. Okay, so I don't think this is anything. that we need. Okay, let's just keep going down. So L5 was excluded by Maddie, and then Xana, Ethan, inconclusive. L5 for Kaylee, excluded. And we'll figure out, I think at the bottom. Oh, these are Maddie's. So these are going to be Maddie's fingerprints. And they took these on 11/17. It's just blank. Okay. These are still hers. This is her other hand. Yeah, so the first one was, I believe, the right. This is the left. Was that a cut on her hand? Did you guys see that? I'm just going to share this tab for a minute. I just want to see. That looks like one to me. Has anybody else said anything about that? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. This is real sad. Like right here. I'm about to go back up to her right. Let me just go back up to her right. This is so sad. Okay, so her right doesn't look like anything. Maybe something there. I'm not sure, but there's one, like something here it looks like, and then something here. To me, maybe she grabbed the blade. Like I thought this whole time like she was asleep. Well, I prayed, you know what I mean? Like that she was asleep and that it was so fast that she wouldn't have been able to react, right? And like, because like she was having fun that night, you know, she was a little tipsy, and I just thought maybe, just maybe, but she was also very, you could tell she was a fighter, right? I mean, even in the grub truck video, she's like, F you. I'm like, that's my girl. Like she wasn't taking no shit. So that's really sad. And then these are Maddie's. This is her foot. I'll say that looks different. That's her foot. I don't know if that's anything there or there. And then these are, okay, there is blood on that picture. How is there blood on that picture? How is there when these are black and white? Did you see that? Am I going nuts over here? I know I'm not, but you can still see it on the screen. Like, oh gosh, that's Xana's left palm. Hey, Julian. Yeah. Thank you so much for the $2. I appreciate that. Oh, and thank you to the person that sent me a PayPal last night. I appreciate that too. I didn't know if you want me to say your name, so I won't. Man, that makes my belly hurt. Because I went through these, but I was going so quick, I didn't even see the red. Like, you know what I mean? I was just like, oh, okay, they're fingerprints. I didn't even think about, like, we know that some of them fought, right? So I'm sure that some of them grabbed the weapon. Like, there's even red on this. The right palm. think this is her foot. Left foot. And I know that Kaylee had one of her feet didn't have a sock on it. I can't remember if it was her right or left. And this is her right foot. Ethan's left hand. I don't know if this is something that dripped onto the paint. I don't think so. I wish I still had my fingerprint kit. Just so I could like, I don't know, compare, like see what it looks like when you get your fingerprints taken. Left interdigital palm. Okay, well, there's a reason why they wanted that. I don't know if that's a spot or not. Ethan. Doesn't look like anything's on his palms to me, really. He might have been the only one that didn't have a chance to fight back. And Kohberger could have made sure it was that way, right? I think that that's why Ethan's injuries were to the neck. Like, we haven't heard of any of Maddie's injuries being to the neck, or, Kaylee's, or, I think Kaylee and Xana were more awake, but, the ones that were half asleep or asleep, you would think that he would have done that to Maddie, right? If like he did it to Ethan, but this is Kaylee, and this is her left hand. I don't know, like these little, that's just the line in the finger, might be. Wow. This is the footprint, or right foot. I don't know what that leg is. Do you have that many like creases in your feet? I don't know. Maybe some people do. I don't know. Okay, so look at this. Everybody's a suspect. So it just says suspect Jack. And then subjects are Bethany, Dylan, Jose, Jeremy, Reagan. Get that kid off the list. Mason, Coy. I don't know if that's how you say it. Derek, Patrick, Courage. Of course, Courage is still on there. James, Henry, Kenneth. Now, this is the best one. And I know y'all hear, I'm going to say it every time. Donald McDonald. Whoever that is, whoever your parents are, they're legendary. Okay? That they named you that. Like, you have a baby in the hospital and you're like, I think Donald would be great. Our last name is McDonald. So latent prints L1, L2, and L6 were previously captured digitally at 1122 King Road, Moscow, Idaho. Item 25, 26, 27, 28, and 32. They are the 4 exemplars for Ethan, Xana, Maddie, and Kaylee. And then they have 3 latent lift cards of L1 and 3 latent lift cards of L2. Latent prints were examined for comparable ridge detail. Latent print L6 is a value for comparison. Latent print L6 is not suitable for multimodal biometric identification system inquiry. Latent prints L1 and L2 do not contain a sufficient amount of clear ridge detail necessary for comparison. Latent print L6 was analyzed and compared to the known exemplars bearing the names Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, and Kaylee Gonzalez. And then there's still, L6. They're all inconclusive. So no prints were found on file for Jose, Jeremy, Mason, Coy, Derek, Patrick, Courage, James, Kenneth, Donald, and Donald. Comparison to these persons as well as Henry Clark will be conducted upon receipt of a quality set of fingerprints. Let me see here. Okay, so there's 11. Okay, that makes sense. But they do have like prints for, the surviving roommates. Sorry. Hey, Tracy. Welcome in, everybody. If you guys don't mind, will you take a second, hit the like button? I forgot to ask you in the beginning of the live. But it's not too late. So then L6, inconclusive, which we just read. Latent prints were marked and preserved. Okay. Let me just go past this. This isn't. Okay. It just talks about the prints, but it doesn't say anything. It's just like who's obtaining them, who's taking them to this person, who's taking them to that person. Okay. L6 inconclusive for everybody. And I guess this is the print that they're talking about. That's a terrible print. Okay. South kitchen exterior window. South kitchen window exterior. South kitchen window exterior. These are all from the window that, when they went outside and there was like prints, which I don't think that the person that would kill four people would go up to the window and do that. I mean, but they did, they went through everything they had to go through. So they're showing Maddie's right hand. Okay. They're just showing her hand again. So this is the lot. They're just showing this again. So we'll kind of cruise through them, but it looks like they're showing just the, the same images. Well, this is her feet. I don't think we saw her feet, but we did see her hands. And this is Xana's. We saw this left hand. Did we see her right, though? This might be it. Yeah, this is her right. She fought hard. I mean, they all did. They all really did. It's really sad. And then, Bryan's sister comes out with that article and just, I don't know. That reporter should have challenged a little bit more and asked a little bit of better questions. Like, he kind of just let her get away with, oh, yeah, we just don't talk about it when we talk to Bryan. Well, the next question should have been, why not? He is convicted of killing 4 young adults. Why does he get to just live with that rent free, right? I mean, it's probably not. It's probably in his head, but he doesn't have people drilling it into him like they should be. Hopefully Peru is. Peru's just doing his job. That's all. Get me out of J block. That's what the prank work says. Okay, I think these are all the same. I'm going to go down and see. Yep. I think there was something down here I wanted to read you. No. Okay, right here. Sorry, right. Okay, yeah, right here. We read this stuff yesterday. So like remember that we were talking about how like which windows were locked and which windows were unlocked, and they talked about the router being removed and stuff like that. So that's why I went like past that stuff. So we actually went through this too, because this is all of ISPs where they found like the blood and where it was. So all of this is going to be positive. So for people that are saying like there was no blood in the house, couldn't possibly be, I mean, there was. These are all positive, except for this one. And this one, circle stain on kitchen floor. But a lot of there was a lot. And we did read through all this yesterday. Remember they talked about how like some of it was dripping, some of it was like diluted, some of it was like spatter. So there's a couple here that are negative. A couple here. This is the one that was like on the around the kitchen, like the kitchen sink, the kitchen counters, and stuff like that. All that stuff where we saw where they sprayed, all that came back negative for blood. Was he got something to eat out there, Riley? The dog got up. They were called subjects, not suspects. Yeah. Yeah, only Jack was considered a suspect. That's what I said. Ex-boyfriend, I know, Amy. You can see, you can see the cuts on them. It's real sad. Let's see if there's anything else on this. And then we'll go to Bryan Kohberger. Okay. Oh, this is about the Prius, I think. We read about this too. Eric Grauer, the one that had the Prius, what he had in there. Yeah, we read through this. Some of them are like just like doubled or something. I don't know. Like they have some new stuff in them and then they have some like old stuff, which is weird because it shouldn't be like that, right? It should be all new. And we should like actually take note of that. Because this is when they searched Jack's apartment. They didn't find anything. You're not going out there, Riley. So then they had the victims here, and then they have suspect here, Bryan Kohberger. Digital images of L5 and L6 from 1122 King Road, Moscow, Idaho. Conclusions and interpretations. Latent prints L5 and L6 were previously examined for comparable ridge detail. Latent prints L5 and L6 are of value for comparison. Latent print L6 is not suitable for the multimodal biometric identification system inquiry. Latent print L6 was previously searched through MBIS, where no likely candidates were generated. So he was excluded, it looks like, for L5, L6, inconclusive. Now, I don't know why they didn't go back, right, and do the ridge detail again. He is there. You got him in a jail cell. But maybe they did. Prints were recovered and they were preserved. I'm assuming these are them. Yep, Bryan Christopher Kohberger. Man, those are some dark prints. Well, I mean, they wasn't messing around with these prints. These prints are not light at all. And look how skinny his little finger looks. Okay, so then this is notes from Haley Yingling. She always had the best notes, I felt like. Oh, she came and sit back down. On January 5th, 2023, at approximately 13:51 PST, forensic scientist Tara Martinez and I arrived at the Latah County Jail, gives the address, to assist with collections of photographs, buccal swabs, friction-ridged exemplars, and hair samples from one subject, Bryan Koberger. Oh, we already read this. Because this is when everyone was available. They were all there. And they took, they photographed, for overall identification and condition, because they want to see if he's got any cuts on him, anything of that nature. Martinez collected 2 simultaneous buccal swabs from the mouth of Koberger. So at the same time he was doing it. Martinez and I collected ridge details exemplars from the fingers and palms of Koberger. He plucked hair samples from 4 areas of the head and arms. And then they cleared the Latah County Jail after that. Okay, well, where's those images at? We'd like to see. So 2 ink, hand print, handy print. That's weird. Okay, it just talks about they took his hands, photographs of hands, arms, torso, full body, front and back, legs, feet, head, undersides of feet. He was probably traumatized going through that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he probably was. But after what he did, maybe he wasn't. Because I don't think that kid feels. He already said he feels like an organic sack of meat. So. What a comment. So then they got the suspect here, Bryan, victims' names, Maddie, Kate, Xana, Ethan, Kaylee. Reports 66, 68, 69 were previously processed for latent prints. Item IEP said to contain 18 LLCs, 6 lifts from item 66, 8 lifts from item 68, and 4 from 69. The examination process was started for latent prints, and it gives all these numbers 66.1 to 69.9. Latent prints 66.3, 66.9, 68.10, and 69.5 were entered and searched through the the MBIS, where no likely candidates were generated. Latent print analysis and comparison was discontinued at the request of the submitting agency. If additional analysis or comparison is needed, please contact the laboratory. Why'd they discontinue it? That's weird. Okay. Well, that's weird. Oh, is this the print? Yeah, it's the print. Is this supposed to be the beer can? Oh, it is. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I actually got that right. Keystone Light can. I mean, the drawing isn't bad. It's not. So whose print was on the Keystone can? I think these were the prints I got off of it. This is 68.6, 68.7, 68.9, and 68.8, 68.9. They're just, wow, okay. Well, hopefully after we go through this, it'll tell us whose prints those were. It's not. It's going to stop here in a minute, I think. Yeah, it did. Now I demand to know whose prints were on the Keystone can. What the heck? Okay. So what you've been all waiting for, let's read about Bryan Koberger. Okay. Here we go. Now, I don't know if these are all of them or if they're all just together, but we're going to read through them. So it says here, I need access to the JPay system to access and complete an order drafted on and full commissary menu. When attempting to access JPay, I am given an error that I am not set up in the system and that C block kiosk, and that's because they didn't move them over yet. I remember this one. May I be temporarily moved to the system to do so? Thank you for your assistance. I mean, pretty okay. First one's okay. Hey, Higgins. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I bet a lot of the guys did drink beer, It's cheap. Keystone is pretty cheap. I mean, I drank a Keystone or two in my day. Way back in my day. So then it says here, Mr. Kohlberger, I spoke with you at your cell on 7/30/25. Getting set up in JPay can take a few days after moving to a new location. Corporal White is following up with JPay on your access. Okay. Let me see if I can duplicate this so it's easier. Okay. So it looks like some of these are old and then some of these are new. So let's see. We'll go back and then we'll go to this one. Okay. So the okay, that's too much. Too much there. So he's on J block, so he's just going to live there. So he needs to realize that. But he knows his number, his IDOC number. So I put in a supply request and never received the supply bag. What the hell is this? Was turned in Saturday night, received by Officer Jackson. I don't know what this is supposed to be. It looks like an FOYG to me, but probably not. Supply requests are typically filled on Sundays. I will check with staff in regards to your supply request. Well, if it's a commissary request, right? I mean, normally they put in commissary, let's say on a couple days a week, like Tuesdays, Thursdays, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then commissary, you get it on like the following Wednesday, right? This ain't Amazon, right? Amazon ain't delivering your commissary to your, jail cell by 5:00 at night if you order on the same day. They don't have same day delivery, Kohlberger. There was anything left when they were done, PKC said. Hey, Debbie. Yeah, they got his, I think, whenever they got Bryan's suspect, or the suspect, Bryan, or, killer now, but his fingerprints when they got him. Yeah, Boondog sure will. I came and I don't watch. I told Vincent last night I need to start watching. Hey, Casey. Felicia, hello. How are you? I miss you. Get on in here, girl. Reading about Kohlberger and how he's complaining about life. What's new, What's new with him? So this one, Sergeant Martin, thank you for the printout. Is he really wasting this time? He is wasting their time. Oh my God, writing kites like this. I just want to thank you. I'm sorry. It's not him being polite. It's him being bored. He's bored. Sergeant Martin, thank you for the printouts and bubble sheet for commissary. Since 8/7, the issue was resolved and I have complete access to the kiosk system. No further action is needed. He's acting like he's acting like he's acting like he's the corrections officer. I'm sorry. Because didn't they just say that to him? And hold on, I gotta get this. Hold on. I think they just said that to him. Didn't they? It says noted if you have any issues, you now have another way to order. Okay. I swear there was one that said something like that. Maybe it wasn't, but I was like, whoa, it sounded like it. Okay. So this is his newest report. Newest kite, you know? And good golly, I cannot read that. Okay, let's see. Oh, let me just, there we go. What's a coaxial? Okay, I'm going to look that up. Oh, it's a coaxial cable. It's electric cable with, okay, so let's see. There we go. Might help if I share it with you. The coaxial connection to my cell is likely pushed back into the wall / maintenance passage. Would you be able to assist me in fixing this issue? Thank you for your consideration. A coaxial cable is like one of those cables that, remember back in like the old school days when you had cable, like cable TV, and you had that cord and it had like that little prong in the center of it, and you had to put it in the back of the box TVs. Or now I guess you could put it in the side of your flat screen, but I don't have a coaxial cable. But he's all concerned about his internet. It's an electric cable with a central conductor. Okay, what does it do? I want to know what it do. It's used for cable TV, satellite, and high-speed internet. Oh, I hope they don't fix it. I hope he's still waiting. I hope he's still waiting for that coaxial cable. And the person said, I'll speak with staff. This was received the same day, 11/16. Was it? You got a lot of freaking nerve, buddy. That's that's karma. It's going to come to him in little spurts here and there at first, because we might not see it all at the same time, right? We might not see it happen at the same time. But if Peru doesn't get to him, it's going to be little things like this. His internet, TV's out. I hope it's still out. On 11/16, he had the freaking nerve, 3 days from the anniversary of those kids being murdered, I'm sorry, young adults, and he's asking for his coaxial connection to be fixed. I think it's pushed back into the wall, maintenance passage. You know what I think? I think he said it like that so that they come and fix it, because that could be really dangerous if he could get back there somehow. Like if there's a hole that he could push through, you know, like just start working at and pushing through, they'd have to come and fix the problem. I wish we could call them and be like, no. Now it says responding staff signature 11:30. So does that mean from 11/16 to 11:30, I think he didn't have it? At least was because it says responding staff signature. I don't know why they dated it so long. They get a TV, yeah. Yep. And I think in some jails, well, all jails, you have to buy them. But they used to be like these clear box TVs, like these little, like, I used to watch like all these shows on TV about prisons and stuff. And I still do. But like there were like these little box TVs, and they were like clear so that you could see through them. And then they do have like headphones and stuff. They have like Walkmans or whatever they can listen to, like not like Walkmans, but it's like radio. And then they have what else? They have their iPad. Hey, Space Junkie. There is sun here too. I'm excited. Debbie. Yeah, I was thinking that, Lee. Like, who even sells a coaxial cable? Like, maybe what's that one place? I always I always tell Vincent all the geeks are there, but I love geeks, so it's my favorite. Micro Center. Micro Center. If you want a good man, go, go to Micro Center. Listen to me. I mean, that would be a good place. If you don't want to, don't go to a bar. You know what I mean? You might not pick up a good one. Go to Micro Center. They might be afraid to talk to you, but oh yeah, we used to do that. PKC we used to actually when I was younger, we would we were bad. We were so bad. So we were probably, and don't come for me now. You can't come after me now after 20, 30, 20, 20 years it's been. So you can't come after me for this. But we were like probably 18 or 19 and we're like, oh, we want to sneak beer somewhere. And don't tell me you haven't done it because we've all done it. And we would go and there was this guy and his name was Paul and he wasn't all there. He was like, there was something mentally wrong with him, but I'm not sure exactly what it was. Although I knew his family and stuff, I still didn't really know what it was. But he was such a sweet guy. And people would be so mean to him. Like they would just be so mean to him. So he was like older than us. And we would go and pick him up and there would be like 9 cars. And I was a server when I was 16. I was started serving. So I would always, and my mom served. So I grew up like, you always tip people. So we would give him money. Each car would at least give him probably $5 to $10. We were pretty poor, we're kids. We're like 19, 20. And we're like, we would give it to Paul and Paul would buy like the coolest stuff with it. One time he bought like this boombox system. He was so happy with that radio and he would tell us everything he bought with the money he got from us. And he just like loved it. Like he loved to pick, like for us to pick him up. And cause he got to hang out with people too. And we were all super nice to him. And when other people weren't, but he was doing us a favor. We lived in a small town. We were bad kids. We didn't have things to do. Your dad bought a TV that you won about 5 years ago. Oh, really? Circus City didn't have it? Yeah, I don't even know if we have any. I don't think we have one. Right, Space Junkie? Who has the hookup on the coaxial cables? Because we can go to the prisons, right? That'd be good. We could sell them. Probably sell them for a lot. I wonder how much a TV is in prison. How much? We're gonna look. How much? How? If it'll tell us. They're not that much. Oh, they are the prison-specific clear TVs. It says they vary. So 189 to 300, but they're small. It's a 13 to 15-inch LED TV. Now, can you buy one for yourself? Because I think they're kind of cool looking. I mean, the clear, Can I buy a TV? Oh, wait, never mind. I thought I was going to say, can I buy like a TV outside of prison? Finding a prison TV at a thrift store? What? Okay, we got to find a TV. Our monthly prison cable bill just rose by $5. Pennsylvania prison system raised the cost of cable package from 17 to 22. Oh, you got to buy a cable package too. Man, you know it's going to suck. So, Bryan, you're not going to hear this, but this is for you, buddy. One of these days, unfortunately, it's going to happen. Your parents are not going to be here. Mother and father are not going to be here any longer to front your bill in prison. Your sisters, they're probably going to get tired of you or not want to be associated with you. And after time, they're older than you. So they may go before you as well. You may go before all these people, but I'm just saying in the way of things, how they usually progress, or how they're supposed to progress, but they usually don't. So after all of that, you're not going to have any fans anymore. Girls are not going to want to talk to you. Because, I mean, after a couple of years of you being in this clinker, everyone's going to forget about you, bruh. You're just going to be that mass killer that killed 4 beautiful people in the prime of their life. And you're going to be all alone. So you better eat up all the stuff you can get now. You better get the ramen on back order. You better get the little Debbie's on back order. You better get any. Oh, I don't. Do you do ramen? Because is it chicken flavored? Do you do that? Is chicken flavor? I mean, it doesn't have chicken in it, but chicken flavoring. I don't know. I was a vegetarian. I would have done chicken flavoring. Thanks, was it? But it's just, I'm just saying. People are going to go. They're going to come out here. They're going to go out of your life. I pray for his dad. I mean, his dad has heart problems. It's crazy. It has to be better in prison than some people do out of prison. Yeah. Yeah, he shouldn't complain. Yeah, he shouldn't. I mean, shit. You got cable TV. You've got your tablet. Okay. Who the hell just has tablets? Like, I'm surprised we haven't seen a picture come out. Like Alec Murdaugh. When he first went to prison, remember we were getting all those prison pictures from his iPad? I don't know how he managed that, but he did. Oh my gosh, PKC. You're right. You're right. PKC said, I don't know, in 5 years, there'll probably still be channels saying, let's look at the Banfield body cam again. I think we watched that once on this channel. We don't, you know me. I can't do it. Like, I can't do, like, watching stuff that we know isn't there, but creators put it out. And they're like, yeah, we're going to hear something. Look at this shadow at 1 o'clock. This isn't a case that like people are still trying to figure out who did it. Knock, knock. Who's there? Koberger. Koberger who? Bryan Koberger is guilty of sin. I don't know. That was a terrible joke, but Oh my gosh, you guys lived something? Space Junkie, that happened to me years ago. I was like 24, maybe 22. I was young. I was really young. No, I was probably 24, 25. And my dad taught me, like, even just growing up, because he was a drinker. He wasn't like a drunk, but he drank. And he would say, Tanya, when you turn 21, you go to the bars, you never leave your drink out of your sight. And you always make sure that you have it like, covered, and like you have it in your hand, just like you keep a hold of it. Right. And just be diligent. Well, what I did was I was dumb. I sat I was sitting on a bench, and there was a guy beside me that I didn't know. And I was like, I sat my drink like right there, right beside me. But someone said my name, and I turned around, and it was literally 30 seconds maybe. And I couldn't walk within like an hour. Like, my friends that were with me, thank goodness I had guy friends with me that could carry me, because they literally had to carry me back home. They carried me back to their place, and I woke up and I was like, where the hell am I at? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what happened? So that made me feel good that I had good friends that made sure that I was okay. But I don't drink. It was very scary. Kathleen, the thought of drinking makes me want to, it makes me, I don't even, which is good, because, you can drink too much, right? And I just don't want to do that. I haven't drank in 3 or 4 years. Probably, it's been at least over 3. And it was a half of a beer. And then before that, years. Vincent actually drank some eggnog, and I didn't. I'm like, oh, look who drank before me, because he doesn't drink either. The bartender. Oh my gosh. And hey, Courtney, how you been? Yeah, they're just not in right now. And baby girl, I don't know where she is either. I'm the mod today. And then also, if you guys are following the Tempe murders out of Columbus, Ohio, we're following that on the channel. I've been able to go to the scene, which I didn't know this. Like, I don't know, it kind of makes me kind of laugh a little bit because some people are just mean creators out there. So I'm kind of glad that the buildings aren't showing up on Google Maps. Don't hate me for that. But no, so I guess the buildings where the guy's walking, like we saw where he walked, but the person of interest, we found the two buildings, but I guess when you get on Google Maps, they're gone. We knew the houses were gone, like where they lived, those 4 houses, because they were built in 2019. And it was right after, I'm sorry, the Google car had went around, because the Google car went around like April or something of 2019, something like that. It was 2019. That Google car has not been around that area since then. So you can't like see the area. So I walked it. And then tomorrow, I think that I'm going to make Vincent take me up there. And I'm going to actually walk it like he did, but do it with my camera. And then also I'm going to have Vincent film me, I think, so that you guys can see like all of the surroundings. So that way you have like 2 different views. It makes me cry and then I want to sleep. I had a friend that was like that. All she did was cry when she was drunk. I'm like, girl, you ain't drinking no more. I beg to differ every channel, but you and Gray, who covered this case, don't believe it was BK and are still stubbornly looking for an alternate color. I don't believe it was BK. I don't. I'm like, nope. And thank you for the super chat, Julian. That was so nice. Well, I'm glad you do, Kathleen. We have a really good chat here. We usually have different. We usually have a little more like people in the chat. But you know, I already know Ladybug's going to comment on this and be like, I didn't know you were alive. I love her. And I love her sassiness. Everybody make sure you subscribe because Ladybug said so. She's helping. She was helping. She apologized. I was like, that was so funny. What are you talking about? The other night she came in here. She said, we're trying to get 24,000 subscribers by tonight. And I was like, oh my God, I love that. You're from Maryland? I've never been there. I bet it's pretty. Which one? PKC. Which case? This case? Oh, now I gotta go back up because I missed their conversation and I want to know. How is Germany, Lee? That'd be cool to go to Germany. I think I'm German, Irish, Dutch, German, yeah. Twice. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm glad you're back. I notice when people leave, I'll be like, where'd they go? I always figure it like maybe like around this time of the year, like family stuff, you know. Oh, with the Chris Watts. I had to go back up just to see. Yeah, people say he's innocent. If you say that, that's wrong. That is so wrong that it's just as wrong as Bryan Kohberger. But it's like there's babies involved. I mean, it's, you know, hey, Machichi. The Ravens suck. I'm an Eagles fan. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, this was probably Gray Hughes' dream. It was probably his whole dream, but he was on the Google car. It went by his house or something. Yeah, he guilty. He killed 3 babies and his wife. And she probably saw signs that he wasn't like a good guy. You know what I mean? I don't know. I didn't follow that case. I came in on a different case. I mean, if you followed the Chris Watts case, your channel is probably like pretty big because it was one that 2020 also around that time. I just know that like everybody was home during like COVID, and then everyone, a lot of people got in that Chris Watts case, and then a lot of people got into Gabby Petito, which that's what brought me to YouTube. But I didn't create any content at the time on true crime. But then I saw the Kylie Rodney case happen, and that's when I started true crime. So it was like September, like 2021 or 2022. 2022. September. No, I think it was August or September of 2022. So wow, we're going into our 4th year. Pretty good. So I think that's all I have for you guys for Bryan Kohberger. I'm going to jump off of here. I have a hair appointment in an hour. Your girl needs to go get her hair done. It's pretty bad. I had to cancel my last appointment because I had a doctor's appointment. And so it's been like an extra 3 or 4 weeks. She's going to be like, are they still holding on? Chris Watts. I mean, technically we could have said Chad Doberman, but not his wife. Hey, Felicia. See you later. Okay. So you guys have a wonderful night. I think I'm digging the background being a little brighter. I don't know. I like it. I like this camera can be brightened. It's just like Vincent had it toned down. So I might have him like tone down the camera a little bit, but then everything else will be bright. Really? Chris Watts was the first one that you followed? Oh, yeah. I followed it, but not like on YouTube. I didn't know what YouTube was. I mean, I did, but I didn't. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it. I just didn't really get on here to watch stuff. Now that's all I do. Now it's all I do. So, well, thank you, Space Junkie. Thank you, PKC. I appreciate that. Thank you. I will, Kathleen. I'm going to enjoy. I'm going to go gossip a little bit. She's so nice. I like her a lot. So I will see you guys all here later. I don't know if I'll be back on today, but if I am, you guys will see me later today. If not, I'll be back on tomorrow during the day sometime. We'll do a live. Oh, wait, before you go, let me give out some memberships because I forgot. Look at me forgetting again. I have it right there too written out. Let's see. Just got to go to me. Oh, I didn't mean to go there. I meant to go to my page. So let me go to the I have to go to my channel. It's so weird how they do this. There I am. Okay. Okay. We'll give out 5 memberships today and then maybe 5 tomorrow. And Jennifer Parrish got them. Pamela, Susan Lawton, and Kaylee got one. And Angie Monk. Well, welcome in. Okay, let's just, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do the rest tomorrow. So, okay, I'm gonna end the poll. Thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate it so much. Let me end both polls actually on both of the channels. So we had 73% on one, 67% on the other. So, and poll. Thank you guys so much for being here. I do appreciate it. And I will see you guys all on the next live. Have a wonderful night. Bye, guys.
All around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Says, yeah, just tripping on day. Dreams got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.